Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Samuel. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Now making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Tackle by Reggie Robinson.
A gain of 5.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 16. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 4.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Score Panthers 7, Cowboys 0. For Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the The first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard gain on
third down. It's Prescott.
third down.
He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
To number 34.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down?
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Cornelder. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He's checking.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll be second and very short.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
47-yard line.
Bridgewater to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The 46-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Check it back.
From the gun, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brought down back.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Brought down at the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
10 at the 21-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock. Second quarter. 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
He was brought down.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Bridgewater. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Robbie Anderson on the touchdown pass from Teddy Bridgewater. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Looks like a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done.
Carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in this.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Burris. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Cowboys.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Pass intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Cowboys' 33-yard line.
22,
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
It's a loss.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Ready?
Throwing is Bridgewater. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
This is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, it's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
At their 49-yard line.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Burris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 9-yard line.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing. Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 26 yards. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Prescott fires one out wide complete, and they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26. A gain of a yard.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Panthers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
It's second down and 10.
Switch.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 5.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Bridgewater. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, first down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Today's final score, Panthers 24.
Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new wristwatch, but it don't take time. I pull up on a hop if it's talking too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First down, Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 36-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
McCaffrey. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Now a run with McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Got his target, Samuel. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
2-yard line.
It in with Davis, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started.
Finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. He finds an opening past the 40, the 40, 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, 75 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. McCaffrey on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
Now they run the option on 2nd down. Now Bridgewater, quick throw out wide to Samuel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devontae Harris. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Tuck it and run. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And it's
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Made at the 47-yard line.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Bridgewater to throw it. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted by
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him to have 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
452. You got blocked, man. You got blocked, man. You got blocked, man.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. Well, that move's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Baltimore.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your spec.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Well, clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Hey, you're older to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for Robbie Anderson.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Bridgewater again. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
The ball carrier, Yannick Ngakwe on the tackle.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Panther. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers.
On for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Baltimore. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Ball carrier.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, he's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
they want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. So what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it, baby. Nah. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. Cause you're not built like that.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the union, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Go and tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power.
Brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. McCaffrey on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Bridgewater on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
I think that typically we expect teams to save their home run plays for later in the game when they feel like they have an advantage over a defense. But in this case, they thought they had the advantage right away and took the shot on the first play of the game and completed it successfully.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. To throw, Bridgewater. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled
a nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Corey Davis.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. A first down carry for Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 30.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Henry. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 34 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. McCaffrey on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
29 is the Mike 29. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That's another Panthers first down.
Here's McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 28.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Mike 29. That's a party now. Well, he's crashing. He's checking crash.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. So they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick, it is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Panthers.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now an option play on 2nd down. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The Panthers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. McCaffrey. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. And that is incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going to try and throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
The 39-yard line.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now a timeout taken.
It's a loss of
perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Titan ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Henry. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Henry on the carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Let's go.
Third down, Henry. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Panther touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Panthers 17. Titans 14. Joey Slye to kick off.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They'll run it again with Henry. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
He's brought down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
On the ground, this is McNichols. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run the option to pick it up. A quick toss outright, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
First down, Tennessee.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. McCaffrey on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
McCaffrey on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. 29 is Mike. Mike 29.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Winds up and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 73 yards. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. 30.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Henry on the carry.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will have a Titans first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
He's brought down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
2nd and 7.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not to stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Tannehill.
5 at the 21-yard line.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences, and this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Bridgewater. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
He's back to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Titans first down.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One last throw here for Tannehill. And, oh, Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
Today's final score, Panthers 31.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.